Today marks the day that Mrs. Clinton could firmly be in the driver's seat in terms of being the presidential nominee for the Democratic Party. It's important that we get firmly behind Mrs. Clinton in that right now Sanders just don't have he don't have a way in right now. So if we come to the conclusion that Mrs. Clinton is firmly the candidate of the Democratic Party and we get behind her, we can help influence how the cabinet will be shaped. The cabinet should be shaped and have representatives on it that going to advocate for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We have to have a STEM advocate on our behalf. Having a STEM advocate on our behalf will help our education systems, especially in the urban areas, but throughout the United States. And it also help cut into this employment problem we have. They're saying, we know who the they are, but without going into a lot of detail, what they're saying is that they have to have immigrants to fulfill the employment gaps, okay? Because they have skills that we don't have. Well, we're going to address that. And we're going to address it both long-term and short-term, because we know that you just don't wake up in the morning and decide that you're going to be into chemistry and physics and algebra and calculus and engineering and handle the big projects, the big technical projects. We know that you don't do that overnight, that it takes skill and preparation. So we're going to have to develop a culture for STEM. We're going to have to develop a culture for STEM in our community throughout the United States and really worldwide. And we could do that, and we're going to need an advocate. And we can help, and I think that Mrs. Clinton can help us on that path. The other thing is that we know historically we don't do well under the Republican Party. We just don't do well under it for whatever the reasons are. Okay, we have had our biggest declines during the Republican administrations. So for that reason, we need to get firmly behind Mrs. Clinton. And for the past 50 years, we've been practically Democrats. So there's another reason. This is no time to be different. This is no time to be out blazing paths and doing those kind of things. This is the time to do what we've always done best. We've been behind the Democrats, and we need to get behind it one more time. Having said that, okay, we also know that we have a problem with employment. We know that, okay? And in order to turn that around, we're going to have to use STEM. We're going to have to use science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We're going to have to make some changes around the board, across the board, okay? One more thing. We cannot and we should not be different. We need to be uniform on this. Our youth, our middle age, our senior citizens, everybody need to be firmly behind Mrs. Clinton. The other part of that is she will be the first female president, okay? The first female head of state from the United States. England has had a prime minister, maybe several, okay? Germany has had a female prime minister, so now it's our turn. So why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we get behind Mrs. Clinton?